Okay, welcome to another beginning of the month here at Bay Area Gymnastics. Today was a phenomenal session. Started on the bar, and we don't realize how much strength is required for the bar, even for the minute movements. Do 5, 10 reps of that, and if you don't have the muscles needed for specific things like keeping your arms straight, forget about it. Burnt out immediately. However, I was able to muscle through, get a couple reps in, and I appreciate how much more confidence I'm gaining with understanding the mechanics within the high bar and low bar, even getting from low bar to high bar and being able to do a baby giant to get over top, which I believe is my first time ever getting up on the high bar. Progress, baby. Let's go. Now, just to gain more strength and shapes. I'm trying to still get my cast handstand. I didn't watch the video, but I did feel a little more confident in the attempt when going for strap on bar for my giants, that I got a little higher. And after that, I worked on some shapes on the tumble track for a little bit, and then I tried to get on the floor, but my wrist is still not where it needs to be. It was painful enough to hinder my shapes, and it's not really worth hindering my shapes and getting bad reps in if I'm not as healthy as I need to be. So working on the strength and conditioning aspect of it matters to me more than anything, which is why I wouldn't have any problem just coming in here and working on strength and conditioning only. But it is nice to work on the cool things like going from bar to bar, and also to get on the rope, trying to get my legs in L shape and straddle. Very challenging, but I am happy that I'm able to get up the rope with more confidence now. Honestly, I want to be able to go up and down that rope without having to go up, down, get off, up, down, get off. However, strength that needs to be gained, that is being gained by coming and training also outside of the gym. I look forward to continuously making progress within my gymnastics journey. Baby, let's go. I'm so proud of myself. See what one day a week can take you so far. See you next week to see what I work on. Okay, we just finished here another week, Bay Area Gymnastics. Danny's here, getting working.
For
We
the
just
first
finished abs for the first time. What you learned today?
Ooh, today I learned that I have a lot of areas to improve, that I am just still a humble student, and that I'm also more capable than I think I am.
Yes, she is. She has the physique, she has the work ethic, and that's all you need. You have to have the belief in yourself, and then you have to put in the work behind that belief to make your dreams come true. Today, we got on the bar. She even got on the bar, got the normal routine, got the giants. I end up ripping, bleeding, so I wasn't able. Look at it, guys. Do you see this? This is unfortunate event to slow down progress, but suffering, pain is the root of growth. We don't let that stop us. We got a lot of good reps in. Then I had another individual actually teach us a lot. She was a former gymnast herself, 8 years. She gave a lot of cues. That's why you come to learn a little bit of knowledge from everyone. Everyone has something to give you. That's why you want to have open ears and be grateful for those around you that are experiencing a different reality than you. What else we do? We got on a tumble track. We did some work on the tumble track. And then she even got on beams.
I got on beams a little bit. Yeah, I was channeling my first grade self. It felt really good. One message I'd like to give Chad, listen, please, one way, we talk about inner child all the time. What's a tangible way to access your inner child? Playtime. You don't need to go to a gymnastics spot like this. You can go to an open field, frolic. Like, when's the last time you skipped or did a cartwheel? You know, just like play, let loose. We're so rigid all the time, and like one testament to like getting out of the house, to meet people that you wouldn't otherwise meet, but also to just like experience what you can do in like your own body. So like have fun with it and be curious.
Exactly, because we don't know how much we really have until we push our limits, but you have to be in a position to push your limits.
Right, you got to plant yourself in those environments.
Exactly.
You don't see growth.
We did great today. Bay Area Gymnastics every Friday, 6:30 to 8:30. We're going to see you here next week. Let's go. We're out. Okay, another Bay Area Gymnastics Adult Open Gym has now been completed. My gash from last week didn't fully heal, so I wasn't able to get a full workout in like I normally do. However, I focused on conditioning as best as I could. I got on the bar, got some good reps on the bar. I came to the floor to work on some shapes, which I'm able to see the progress and just being able to keep shapes and roll around. And it's funny because I'm getting fatigued faster now because I'm doing the exercise properly. So even minute steps forward like that do not get bypassed by me. I celebrate all my victories. And then I went to the trampoline to get comfortable being in the air, working on certain shapes. I strayed away from the trampoline for so long, trying to do the cool stuff on the floor, trying to do the giants, and just being all over the place. However, getting back on trampoline was fun, just genuinely knowing what it feels like to be that high in the air. You know, another reason is I don't want to train my knees to get comfortable on the trampoline, which is another reason why I try to stay away from it. But nonetheless, it's still nice to touch up on things like the fundamentals, which is why I'm really focused on conditioning, even outside of the gym. I've noted that if I want to progress in my gymnastics journey, I have to take it outside of the gym for gymnastics specific exercises. So I'm loving that. I'm loving my shapes becoming tighter. It is very uncomfortable, honestly, to hold gymnastic shapes. So just understanding what position to hold and know that you gotta hold this position for a length of time can be very detrimental on the nervous system trying to do it, something that you really haven't done before. However, it's so fun once you're able to. Now you can do the cool gymnastic tricks. So I'm super excited for this hand of mine to heal so I can get back at practice fully next week. See you next week. Okay, what a way to end the month here at Area Gymnastics. I was working on several things, and the biggest cues that I learned, which I got a lot of help from Ellie today, was getting my hips up for my cast and handstand. Today, for whatever reason, it clicked. It's much more hips and way less effort than I'm putting in trying to drive my heels all the way around. Hips up, even halfway. And then your feet, if they were strong enough, will be able to take it from there. But ideally, hips up and then feet up. I did start with the leg raises before trying to get those muscles activated, really conditioning throughout the week as much as I can for gymnastics specific stuff, because one day a week with the gadgets, with me trying to utilize the gadgets for what they're used for and not being able to work on the shapes isn't going to be effectively enough to progress as fast as I want to, and ideally for how much effort that I'm putting in. So it's good to see the progress being made. Then I kept the conditioning going on the floor, even doing my backflips, and the backflips felt the best they've ever felt in just bouncing on the tumble track, not the tumble track, the spring floor. It felt honestly like the trampoline, which is something that felt like previously, but working on so many different cues and so many different aspects of your body mechanics is a lot at once. However, breaking it down slowly, going baby steps 1% of the day, and not beating yourself up and being kind to yourself is the best way, because learning is a journey. You're gonna make mistakes. It's gonna take longer than anticipated, regardless of what you're trying to focus on in life. Thank you so much for spending your time here with me. What else did we do actually before I even ended? Oh, I got into the tumble track and did some cues, which didn't translate as best as I wanted to, trying to act like I'm more being, but being able to focus on that did help. However, whatever dreams you're chasing, go chase them. Thank you for spending your time here with me today, and enjoy the rest of your night.